chance to really make a name for himself. Here's Harry Kane. It's deflected and in.
Lamella. Oh, what about that? That's extraordinary. Eric Lamella with an absolute beauty. Sanchez. Oh, Sanchez has scored an absolute beauty.
FIFA 16.
Hey guys, how are you doing? I am Frosty, and today I am bringing you guys episode number 1 of the Tottenham Hotspur career mode. I am so excited for FIFA 16 and for this career mode, and I hope you guys are excited for this. I know a lot of people don't like Tottenham. I'm not a Tottenham fan, but I promise you this will be so much fun, and I hope you guys do enjoy this. And that fun starts right away with these preseason tournaments that EA Sports have added into FIFA 16, one of the new features that I really like. So looking at the tournaments that Tottenham were invited to, there's some decent money in here, $6.5 million, and we are going to take the one with the most money to win. Looking at the squad report, I just went through every player. Some players I don't want to talk about. Dele Alli, a young player. What do you guys think I should do with him? This career mode is going to be... It's my career mode. Like, I'm playing the games and all that stuff. But both of us are doing this together. I want to get as much comments from you guys as I possibly can. Everything from players to sign, who I should start in the team. So if you have any possible suggestions on what to do with this team, let me know, because we're going to have over 40 million pounds or euros, whatever that is, to buy some amazing players and build this team. And the first player that we are going to go after is the 18-year-old striker from Basel, Breel Cheeky Donald Mbolo. We're going to go into the I need to figure out what currency this is. I'm just going to say euros. A €4 offer and see what they say. Then we're going to go in for Victor Wanyama. We're going to go in with 5 million right off the bat and see what they say. These are two players that have been linked with Tottenham in real life. Neither of them happened, but that's why this is career mode and not real life. The third player is another player that was linked. Witsel, we went after him. And then also Cardi is not really linked in real life, but I want a replacement for Lamella. I mean, he has Rabonus for days, but I don't see him fitting into the future of this team. So next up, before we jumped into any of the games, the first thing that we did was test out these player training things that EA have also added into FIFA 16. It's another new feature that I absolutely love the idea of, so that you can make your players better. This was something that a lot of people requested, and I love that it's in the game. So I want you guys to tell me who you guys think that I should be improving. These are the 5 players that I decided should be improved in this episode, and my thinking going forward is that I should keep doing the same players over and over again to make sure that they get a lot better, rather than just doing a whole bunch of players and getting everybody a little bit better. That's my opinion, at least. Let me know in the comments if you think that that is right and who I should be doing this with. But I am happy with the 5 players that I chose. Those are some young players that I think are the future of our team. And so you have 2 options when you do this. The first option is you can do the drills, and if you do well in the drills, your player will get better. There are a whole bunch of different drills. You can sort it by a category like passing, dribbling, shooting, all that stuff. You get to choose what you want your player to get better at. And so I went with the shooting drill for Harry Kane because he is a striker and we want him to be shooting and shooting well. So if you don't want to do the drill, you can simulate them, and then your results will be like somewhat random. It will sim it for you, and if you do well, you happen to do well, your player will get better. If not, they won't really get too much better, so you're kind of taking a chance. But the first thing I noticed was these drills were actually kind of hard. I selected the gold ones because the gold ones, the more difficult ones, offer you more chance of improvement. So I thought that that was the best option, but it was very difficult. As you can see, I got an F on the one with Harry Kane. I thought I did all right, but I did know it was difficult. But you actually have to do very, very well in these drills. So I wasn't quite really able to do that. I mean, it is hard. It's harder than it looks. These drills don't look too bad, but they actually are very hard. I'm not going to show you them all the all the gameplay of that. But so after I saw that I did terribly in the first 2 drills within GA and Kane, I decided I was going to simulate it, see how I did, and see if this was something that could happen. Now the first thing is I see that Son gets an F on the gold difficulty, the hardest one, but then I see that Dele Alli and Nabil Bentaleb get a B and an A respectively, so maybe it's dependent on the difficulty that you do. I'm not really sure what's going to be the best going forward, if I should get better at that or if I should just sim it because I suck at it. But anyways, our offer for Mbolo was unsurprisingly rejected. I went into all of these offers with absolutely no idea how much these players were worth, so I wanted to lowball it a little bit so that I wouldn't end up overpaying and I could kind of bargain the price down. So we counter offer for Mbolo, we counter offer for Berardi, and we're going to have to counter offer for Witsel. None of these first deals were accepted, but that's not too big of a deal because I wasn't expecting them to be. But they want a lot of money for Witsel. So I was thinking I'd rather have Witsel than a guy like Wanyama, but if I can't get Witsel, we're going to have to go for Wanyama. So the first game of this preseason tournament, I wanted to sim, I wanted to get it over with because I want to sign some players, and quite frankly, we didn't have time to do all that stuff because I only have 10 hours of this game before it actually comes out. So I simmed it, we draw, and we get the news that they denied us again. So we're going to come back again, this time with 15 million, and see what they have to say. He is 26, so he's not the youngest player, but he is a solid player. I'm going to counter offer for Berardi for 5 million in Lamela, because Lamela is not going to start if we get Berardi, so I have no problem giving him up. And if it helps us save some money in the process, that is for the better cause anyways. So I decided that we were going to play in this game against Sporting. The first game of this FIFA 16 career mode is about to be underway. Get hyper. Let's go. So I didn't have any idea what team I was going to put into this. I have an idea for the team that it's going to be after I sign some players, but going into this game it was kind of random. I didn't really feel like doing a whole lot of adjustments or anything like that, but it's a decent team. Tottenham have a very good team this year, and I don't think I talked about it. The board wants me to qualify for Champions League. That was my goal anyways for this first season. First season, qualify for Champions League. Second season, win the league. Third season, win Champions League. Those are very, very, very bold predictions / goals. But this is going to be a bold career mode. And it starts off with Son in the 6th minute. He gets tripped in the box. And that is going to be a Tottenham Hotspur penalty. Can it be the first goal for this career mode? Watching the replay, it is clearly a penalty. Gets all foot, no ball, so that is going to be a penalty, and here we go. Son earns it, so Son is going to take this. Let's see what he does. I love Son. Perfectly in the green. Steps up, and the keeper saves it. Heartbreak for Tottenham, unable to score so quickly, but we have a corner. And I was good at corners in FIFA 15. Let's see what happens in 16 with crossing. And wow, what a fucking save. Crosses are really good in this game. Crossing is bossing, but that was a majestic save. Keepers, I have noticed, are a lot better, so I'm very happy for that. As long as they're good for me, not just for the CPU, because it's got to go both ways, if you know what I mean. But we were dominating. We were dominating possession. We were dominating shots. And when you do that, good things happen. You know, I think that you have to be a lot more patient this year. You can't just do chip through balls. Over the top through balls are not good. Regular ground through balls are better. And here we go. Dele Alli passes it over to Kane. And that's the first goal of the Tottenham Hotspur career mode. Who else could it be but Harry Kane? Probably should have given them the penalty, but he scores a better goal anyways. And Tottenham Hotspur have gone up 1-0 against Sporting. And what a strike that is from Harry Kane. A beautiful goal and a beautiful way to start off this career mode. We have to get the win in our first game that we play. And Kane is through once again. Strong enough to hold him off. Gets it over to Son. And that was not a good Son. That was not a good shot. And that's why I'm going to be working on his shooting this year, I think. I think that's something that I really want to improve. Now, is there a kickoff glitch in FIFA 16? Kind of. I mean, you just have to pass it. You can't just sprint, but if you just pass it well, you can. This isn't really like a kickoff goal, but it's a nice goal. Dele Alli, the youngster, buries it in the back of the net, and we have gone up 2-0 against Sporting shortly after halftime. What a start for the Hotspurs. And it's just in fairy tale land. This is a beautiful shot. Just turns and hits it into the bottom corner. Absolutely nothing that the keeper can do there. And it is a flying start for us. And there's nothing to be unhappy about. We're dominating shots, like I said. That is probably one of their first chances in the game. And it's coming really late in the game. So I don't really have any complaints up to this point. Our team is playing really, really well. But I am playing on World Class. You're probably wondering, what difficulty are you playing on? I'm playing on World Class as they score. Oh, shit, they almost score. Wow, they almost score a late consolation goal there. I'm playing on World Class, but I decided I'm going to play on Legendary later in the game if this is too easy or whatever. The thing I'm worried about is, one, the CPU parks the bus a ton from what I've seen of other YouTubers on Legendary, and that is something that I just do not want to deal with. Also, when I am on Legendary, I tend to score bad goals. I still score goals. The games will probably be a lot harder because it is on Legendary, but I don't get as many chances and I don't score as many goals. So we will see how I do in this career mode, I guess. But if you do want me to switch up to Legendary later on, I'm definitely willing to do that. The keepers do not catch anything, by the way, just so you know. So long shots are OP, and so is heading. A late consolation goal, but thankfully we do walk away with the win. I'm very happy with that performance. It's always great to start off with a win, even though technically it wasn't our first game because I simmed and it was 1-1 and blah, blah, blah. Well, no. We won our first game. That's what I'm going to say, because that was the first game that we played. We're countering offering all these options. I'm loaning out my youngsters. I won't show you all of them, but it is a nice addition that you can loan players out for 2 years. I did do that for a couple players. We're simming this game for Napoli. I am sorry that I'm simming some of these games, but I just want to get to the season because I only have 10 hours and I only have 7 hours left because this took a lot of time. I did want to do some Ultimate Team stuff just for me, so we're down to like 7 hours now, and I had to sim these games because that would be just time wasted. But we're going back for Mbolo. We're going in hard. I just decided that after all these counter offers, after all this negotiating, screw it. We're Tottenham. I got the bonus in money. We're just going to offer 10 million. That's a very good deal for Mbolo. Hopefully they accept. And for Wanyama, I decided we're going to go in and we're going to give them some more money. We're going to give them what they want. Not 90 million. That was a mistake. Don't worry. I'm bad, but I'm not that stupid. So we're going to give them 9 million, which is, that better be enough. That was enough. And we're going to get everything ready. We're going to get him to accept his contract. We're going to have everything ready so that all I have to do is press accept on his contract and he can join our team. Just so in case Witzel doesn't sign, it's too expensive, or I don't want to pay that much, whatever it is, I have a backup plan ready to go. There's no negotiating. There's nothing down to the wire on deadline day where I make a mistake, something like that. Which I think is the best opportunity. Now, they do accept for Mbolo, and that is a huge start if we can get him to accept his contract. You know, I just give players what they want for their contracts. I don't like to negotiate on that. I mean, I do try to negotiate on signing players from teams, but contracts I just do not mess around with. Vertonghen is not going anywhere this career mode. 28 years old, not too old. And for 8.5 million, like, he's worth so much more to our club than he is to other teams if they're only willing to give us 8.5 million. Now, Berardi went to Barcelona. I don't know why I'm not showing you that here, but whatever. He went to Barcelona. They just did not respond to me, and they sold him to Barcelona. So we went after a youngster named Silva. He's 20 years old. He looks amazing, and we're going after him. Also, I was thinking, you know, first season I won't sell Kane. Maybe in the future if they give us a good deal. But 9 million, like, are you taking the piss? He's not going anywhere. Like, he's only 79 overall in this game. But, I mean, that is just not going to cut it. So we go with Bernardo Silva, and thankfully we are able to get that pretty quickly. And the first signing of this career mode will be the youngster Mbolo. What a signing that is. And just almost immediately after, we're able to sign Witsel as well. Great signings. This is the team. You're probably thinking, why is Mbolo at cam? He's not actually at cam. We have Kane at striker. We have Mbolo at center forward. Son at left mid. Witsel in center mid, as well as Eriksson. And at right mid, we have Silva. The defense and goalkeeper is unchanged from how I inherited this team. But I am so excited. Last thing that we're going to do is we're going to train some of these players. I just simmed it because I didn't want to mess it up, and I wanted to see some improvement. So they did pretty well. So before I sim any more of these games or do anything else, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to tell me some more players to sign, if I should sign anybody else. We have about 15 million to do that. So what I want you guys to do is let me know who I should sign. Let me know if I'm missing out on Dembele or Ali, or who I should be playing in this team to get them better. But I am so happy about this team and about our chances this year. So if you did enjoy it, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys later. This career mode is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be coming out very often. So I will see you guys later. Peace.